So, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Still wait for it a little bit longer. Wait for it another 5 seconds, another 3 seconds, another 2 seconds. Can I be heard? Yes, I can be heard. Welcome to the Extreme Improv Xstreamed show, the fast-paced improvised comedy show where we make up scenes, songs, stories, and so much more based entirely on your suggestions, audience. So, make some noise. None of us can hear it, but it's good to be loud. Yeah.
I can hear it.
Oh, excellent. Right, now, on the show tonight, we're going to have some fun and games for about the next hour or so. You're going to notice that I'm a little bit funny in the face because I've recently had a tooth out. So I'm going to be leaning on these guys to do more of the talking than I shall be. But, let's go around and meet everyone, starting first of all with Tim. Tell us a little bit about what you've got going on today.
Hey guys, I am over here in Providence, Rhode Island, and I'm just organizing a improv live stream from 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 5 hours after London, so you're at 8:30, we're at 3:30 right now. We're raising money for a state called Vermont. Vermont had been hit by some heavy rains and serious floods, and we're doing a kind of impromptu, due to the urgency of the situation, a fundraiser for the Vermont Community Foundation. And they've already given out a lot of good grants to like community centers and community hubs, like in Barre, Vermont, also through the American Red Cross, the Vermont chapter. So the money that's been going out has been helping to get people back up on their feet. I mean, it's so bad that they have a Team Rubicon team is there, which are veteran-led disaster response volunteer groups that go out and help with disaster relief and recovery. So that's a lot of words right there. But we're raising money for a community that was suffering for some floods recently, and we're working with Extreme Improv, and I'd love to thank David for like allowing me to join in on this. And thanks, David.
No, you're very welcome, as always, Tim. Always welcome. Now, also on the show tonight, we have Marty. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people. This is Marty here in Atlanta, Georgia. And howdy from the South, everybody.
Okay, now someone who is from the north of somewhere is Ruth O. Say hello to the people.
Hey, people. How's it going? I'm here in Los Angeles, the pit of the planet right now, the site of many strikes, very hot weather, and a lot of angry people. But let's forget about all that and have fun today.
Yes, but we won't forget about probably the angriest person in Banbury, or somewhere near Oxford. Ruth, say hello to the people.
I'm not that angry, really. Am I? Oh, I don't know. I should be angry today because trying to think of one single thing that I should be angry about. Can't. Oh dear. We've got a lot of strikes here as well because our consultants are going on strike for the first time in goodness knows how long, and that is going to throw everything in chaos at the hospitals because So you are lucky, David, that you had your tooth out today. But I don't think a consultant would be involved in that particularly because that's dentists are different to hospital consultants. Anyway, yes, I am in Banbury, in Oxfordshire, in the United Kingdom. Hello.
Hello, and speaking of strikes, third strike and they're out. Nick, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. Hey, I'm Nick from Virginia. I just got home from my day job, and I'm like, you know what? Let's be funny for a little while on the internet, especially if we can support a good cause like the flooding in Vermont.
Absolutely, and just speaking of which, I've just seen Tim has put into the chat comments, so it should come up definitely on Facebook. I'm going to copy that straight away. So if you want to go to the fundraising link, I'm going to copy and paste this again, and it should appear magically on all platforms. Boom, there it will be.
Thanks, David.
Yo, Tim, can you post that on the Discord? Not on the Discord, on the Zoom chat, please.
Yeah, and
In the Zoom chat, I shall post it on the Zoom chat.
Woo! Now, we're going to get on with our opening game. And for our opening game, we're going to have a game of verbatim. And the way this works is one of our performers will perform perform a 30-second dramatic monologue. Then we're going to get another performer to attempt to recreate them as precisely as they can. Starting things off is going to be Ruth C. And the theme for this, now audience, could you give us some suggestions? I should have asked for this earlier. Could you give us some suggestions of random words, audience? Give us some random words. I'm going to use the suggestion generator to grab our first scenario. There is a noise upstairs. There is a noise upstairs. Ruth, you have 30 seconds. Take it away.
Oh, I'm very scared. There's a noise upstairs and there shouldn't be anybody up there. What if it's a burglar? What if it's a murder? What if it's just somebody clomping around next door, in fact, and it's not in my upstairs at all? Oh, well, I'm not going to go up there and explore because it's probably nothing. Could be very loud spiders. Mice? Who knows? Clomping along, clomp, clomp, clomp. Oh, no,
and that is time. That is time. Well done, Ruth. Next up, we are going to have Tim. Tim, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Ruth's original performance. And here you go.
Oh, there's a thing upstairs. There's a thing upstairs. I'm scared. I might find out what it is. I gotta go figure it out. What is it? Clomp, clomp, clomp. Maybe it's something upstairs. I'll figure it. I'll have to open up the attic and let it out if it's still there. I wish I'd focused a little bit more. But look at oh,
and
it's
that
not
is
a big
time.
deal.
That is time. Well done, Tim. So, rolling the dice. Next up, we are going to have Nick. Nick, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Tim's recreation of Ruth's original performance. And here you go.
There's a thing upstairs. There's a thing upstairs. Oh my God, clump, clump. What if it's spiders? Ugh, I'm terrified of spiders. What if it's a murderer? A murderer most foul. Spiders are a murderer. Here I come. Let's go check it out. And clump, clump, clump. Hello? Ah!
And that is time. That is time. Well done. So, rolling a dice. Who's going to take us next? It will be Ruth O. Ruth, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Nick's recreation of Tim's recreation of Ruth's original performance. And here you go.
There's a spider upstairs. What is it that thump, thump, thump by here? It's a very large spider. What shall I do? I will go upstairs. Ah, it's so big. It's a spider murderer. It's going to murder other spiders, maybe? Ah, what shall I do? Shall I kill it with a can of Raid? Oh, extra strength.
And that is time. That is time. So, audience, remember to keep giving us suggestions of random words. But next up, we're going to come to Marty. Marty, you're going to be our penultimate recreation of this. And you are now going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Ruth's recreation of Nick's recreation of Tim's recreation of Ruth's original performance. And here you go.
Oh, there's a thing upstairs, and it's making noise. Ooh, ah. Oh, it's going clomp, 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 clomp. I think it's a giant spider. Ooh, I think I might need to kill it with some Raid. You know what the scariest thing about this whole thing is, though? Is all these shitty English accents. Oh, my goodness. The spider just died because he said, oh, that accent is so terrible. He's laying there like this now,
And that
isn't
is time. So now, Ruth C., you're going to take us full circle. In a second, you're going to have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Marty's recreation of Ruth's recreation of Nick's recreation of Tim's recreation of your original performance. And here you go.
Oh, there's a thing upstairs. There's a thing upstairs. It could be a spider, a murderous sort of spider. But the worst thing about this is there's so many shitty English accents because, let's face it, nobody can do an English accent like I can. I've got natural RP, didn't you know? I did live in Yorkshire for a rather long time, so my vowels are a bit York. Anyway, Oh my God, that spider clomp, 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 clomp. It's going to kill me. It's murderous.
And that is time. So, audience, let us know in the comments, who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? Was it Ruth? Remember Ruth's original performance was not up for scrutiny here. So was it Ruth, Marty, Ruth, Nick, or Tim? So if you just type Ruth, I'm sure Ruth will win. But which one? Now, we're going to move rapidly on to our next game. We're going to have a game of single syllable showdown. There will be 2 performers in the scene at any one time, and everything they say has to be single syllable words. So, for example, they can say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say Dave, but they cannot say Dave-id. So let's see. We have vinyl records. Vinyl records, as suggested by Colin, is going to inspire this scene. Let's see who's going to start things off for us. We are going to have Ruth O, and we are going to have Nick. Ruth O and Nick. Single syllable words only on the theme of vinyl records, and here you go.
You're old, but let's give them a spin.
You make me want spin music? No.
Oh, Nick, we will tag you out there. So, well done, Nick. And next in, we will have Marty.
Do you want to dance?
Sure, let's do it.
You got the moves.
No, you dog. You got it.
Ooh, shake that thing, babe.
AC and the band.
This song is rad.
Sounds good. Not like tape.
Tape is for bad folks.
Tape is for sucks.
Dancing.
Marty, we're going to tag you out there. And Tim, you are in.
I love dogs. Do you?
Yes. Did you know dogs can sing?
Yep. Sing real well.
Check it out. Woof, 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 woof.
Oh, we're going to say that's a lot of hesitation there, Ruth, and we're going to tag you out. And I'm going to jump in, why not? So, hey.
Yo.
You see this?
I do.
This is mine. Watch it spin. I'm like a DJ.
That is so rad.
I know, right? What should I play?
You have so much choice.
What's your fave song in the world?
The wheels on the bus.
Go round and...
Round.
You know it, bro. So...
Totally.
Oh, totally, you're out. Right, and with that, Ruth C., you are in.
And we play some tunes.
Yeah? What would you like me to play? I am the DJ.
Oh, a loud song. One that makes all songs sound quite bad.
How about all about the bass? I have this box. I will turn it up loud.
Oh, yes. Let's go, go, go.
Hey, you have to pay me now for these sick tunes.
Why?
All the guys and gals left, but you.
So I pay it all, but they had the songs too?
Yes, you like the band Queen?
Of course.
I want it all, and I want it now.
I went to see the band The Who last week.
The what?
The Who.
The where?
You know, The Who.
The why?
But they were fab, not the Fab Four.
The Fab Four. John,
Paul,
and two more.
Yes.
The guy who plays drums, what's his name?
Don't know, but his son plays drums for The Who. That's true.
Really? Okay, and
Yes.
scene. Well done. Wow, that's an amazing fact. Okay, and scene. Excellent stuff. So, now we're going to go on to our next game. Audience. No, Colin, not that. No. Right, okay, so can you give us some suggestions of famous films, audience? Give us some suggestions of famous movies, and we're going to use it for an upcoming game. But let's have a look. We've got, I can see that from the first game, just quickly going through these. Marty, you won. You did the best recreation. It was what was deemed. So, audience, I'm going to quickly remind you, if you haven't done so already, please smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/extreme improv.
Why'd you hit the roofs? David, why did you punch both the roofs?
Well, I was aiming for you, Nick, and they, you kind of, yeah.
He ducked.
Yeah, so what can I say? But, yeah, so audience, smash that subscribe button and don't hit any roofs. Right, what is the plural of Ruth? Is it Ruth? Ruths or roofs?
Ruths.
So I'm never sure, is it roof? Or like roofs? Or is it roofs?
A roof is something that goes on top
No, that's
of
what I mean. But like the plural of roof, is it roofs or roofs? So is the plural therefore of roofs or
It's just
roofs?
plain old Ruth with an S on the end.
So there's two roofs? Or is it two
Yes.
roofs?
Two Ruths.
It's
Don't
like
extend it to Ruths.
Who's on second? Right, okay, let's have a look here. So we're going to do some 1 minute remakes now that we've done some fabulous vamping. And the way this works is each of our performers is going to get 1 minute to recreate a famous film for you audience. So, rolling a dice, I can see, Marty, you're going to go first for us here. Could you please give us a 1 minute remake of North by Northwest? North by Northwest. And here you go.
Hello, I'm Cary Grant, and I have no idea what I'm doing in this picture. My mother is only like 5 years older than me, the actress, but it's old days and old pictures. Anyway, I found myself wrapped up in a spy game that I had no idea what to do. And now I sound a little bit like Charles Nelson Riley. Anyway, here I am running through a cornfield, and a plane is trying to get me. Ah! Now I'm climbing on the what is that thing called? The big president statue. I'm climbing up Lincoln's nostril and hiding from the spies. I don't know this film as well as I thought I did. Shoot. Well, anyway, it's the end of the movie, and the good guy won, because they always do. I don't know how I did
That
it,
is
but I love
time.
you.
That is time. Well done there, Marty. Let's see who's going to go next. Next up is going to be Nick. Nick, could you please give us a 1 minute remake of Lethal Weapon 3? Lethal Weapon 3. And here you go.
Woohoo! So, I don't remember this movie at all, but I know that as Mel Gibson, before he went crazy in The Passion of the Christ, and Danny Glover, who was like, shit, I'm too old for this kind of shit, and I'm 3 weeks away from retirement, so I better not get shot in the head by fucking Joe Pesci, who's in this movie randomly, as Leo Getz, because remember, anything you want, Leo gets. I really don't remember this movie for anything. But but I'm sure there's some caper, and these two buddy cops are trying to solve it. And at some point, Danny Glover will say, "I'm too old for this shit." Maybe, but um, yeah, and that's really all I remember of this movie. But remember to donate money to Tim's charity. The fundraiser is vermontcf.org.
Fantastic. Thank you very much there, Nick. That is time. Now, we may have a run-in on the show. Can you hear us, Elkie?
I can.
Yo.
Hello, Elkie. How are you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me well, or is it far away?
I can hear you well enough.
And we can see you now, too.
Oh, hi, Elkie.
So,
Hello,
Elkie,
everybody.
how are you doing? It's been a little while.
A little while. It's been like a year, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been less than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it feels like.
You
Well,
re-emerged, or your understudy did, like 3 months ago, or maybe 4.
Oh, yes.
So,
Well, I'm sorry to come in the middle of the
that's quite
game.
all right.
What are you playing?
We were just doing some 1-minute remakes, and Elkie, I think you should bless us with one. So, could you give us a 1-minute remake of the movie Seven? A 1-minute remake of the movie Seven. And here you go.
Some dead bodies over here. Hey, I'm Brad Pitt. Yeah, I'm the other person in the movie. I think it's Morgan Freeman, right? I'm not sure. I know Brad Pitt's in there. Hey, this is my lady friend. I see her over there. Bye. I'll see you later. Oh no, wait a minute. We gotta go see the box. It's in the middle of the desert. What's in the box? What's in the box? It's me! Get in the box! Who did this? That's all I remember. This is over my minute up.
Not quite.
Ah!
And that is time. That is time.
Thank you.
Now, to answer your earlier question, Elkie, of can we hear you, we could, but when you got to the what's in the box moment, I think only the dolphin community who watch could actually hear you from that point.
Yeah.
Let's see who we're going to have go next. Next up is going to be Tim. Tim, could you please give us a 1-minute remake of The Matrix? And here you go.
Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Whoa.
Mr. Anderson, here is. Boom, 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 boom. Whoa!
Oh, hey.
I'm Morpheus.
Whoa.
Yes, let me show you these things.
Whoa. This is real humanity.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
Mr. Anderson, are you ready for the final fight of this movie?
Whoa. Whoa, stop. Seriously, stop. Whoa, I won. Get ready for a sequel. Maybe another. Whoa.
And that is time. Well done, Tim. Well done. So, remind me at this stage who has not had a go.
Almost like watching the original.
It was like watching the original. Okay, so the two Ruths. So next up will be Ruth C. Ruth C, could you please give us a 1-minute remake of The Fly? The Fly. Do whichever version of it you wish, but here you go.
Oh, go away, it's a fly, go away. Jeff Goldblum here, I think, perhaps, in this version. I don't remember anything that happens in it, apart from the fact that that's from the original version. Just don't put your foot down there. Why not? Because that little fly's got a face. Why has it got a face? Because it used to be a human being. Okay, I guess so. I could do this for a whole minute, just going. I think that's what I felt like whilst watching the film.
And that is time. That is time. Well
Thank
done.
goodness for that.
I know, like time flies when you're having fun. Right, so that leaves us with Ruth. Ruth, could you please give us a 1-minute remake of The Greatest Showman? The Greatest Showman. And here you go.
Well, I'm out in Africa right now, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with all these endangered elephants. I know. Why don't you take them back to America and put them into slavery, and they could put on a show? That sounds fantastic. Let's do that. Okay, elephants, everybody get on the truck. 6 months later, after a long cruise. Okay, elephants, line up. You're all going to learn how to tap dance, and you will have no water until you master the steps. Don't you think you're a little rough on the elephants? We've got to sell tickets here. What do you want me to do? Sing and raise money?
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay, so with this, we're going to go on to our next game. We're going to do a joke-telling game where we're going to tell jokes that will follow the rhythm of why was the blank stopped by the copper? Why was the blank stopped by the copper? And then you give your punchline. Now, I asked the audience for some professions, and let's have a look what we've got here. Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, give a wave. So, Nick.
Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because he was trying to tackle the copper.
Aha. Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because he'd committed some petty crime. But don't worry, the copper let him off the hook. Ruth-O.
Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because he pulled a bait and switch on someone.
Elkie.
Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because pigs do anything.
Okay, Tim.
Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because his skin was so bronzed, it looked kind of suspicious.
Okay, anyone else? Nick.
Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because he was trying to use masturbate in the public.
There we go. True story as well. Anyone else for fisherman? Or if not, we will take it to another profession. Okay, Marty?
Only real fishermen will get this one. Why was the fisherman stopped by the copper? Because he kept reciting Shakespeare.
Because he had a cod piece?
Nope.
I tried. Okay, well, you got to explain that one, Marty.
Shakespeare is a brand name for fishing equipment.
I thought it was the cod acting.
It makes no sense, but it's true.
Okay. Oh, Ruth, did you have one?
Give that a third place.
Yeah. Why did
Right in front of my
Why did the fisherman get stopped by the copper? Because he only brought 6 fishes to the feast of the 7 fishes.
There we go. Okay, so next up, let's have why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? If you have a... Ruth.
Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Because they were really on point that night.
Aha, Marty.
Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Because he kept playing around.
Aha. Okay. Anyone else? Why was... Yes, Ruth.
why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Because in her car she was going too fast.
Ah, very good. Elkie? You are muted, Elkie.
I'm not now. All right. Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Obviously, they were break dancing, causing so much property damage. No?
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Nick.
Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Because they were slam dancing in an extreme way.
Excellent. Let's get at least one more profession. What? Okay, Ruth.
Why was the dancer stopped by the copper? Because he cited him for dancing like MC Hammer.
Aha. Okay, why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? So someone who does geography. Nick.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? He was just trying to ask you for directions.
Aha. Anyone else? Ruth.
I was on from that. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he completely lost his way.
Aha. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he didn't have a moral compass. Anyone else? Why was the geographer stopped by the copper?
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because when the geographer was asking for dessert, he actually meant, where's the desert?
Aha. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because the copper thought that he was a hitman who was going to take out his Denmark. Anyone else? Marty.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? So that he could be charged with assault and battery.
Aha. Elkie.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he was, so Lithuania.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because the copper could hear from his car that there was loads of screams. Yes, there was loads of wails. Anyone else for geographer? Rutho.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he was playing his country music too loud.
Ooh. Marty.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? We're not sure, but he got so scared he soiled himself.
Okay, Nick.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he was looking for a new atlas.
Aha. Elkie.
This may be a stretch. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he was kidnapped by somebody.
Yeah, I like it. Kidnapped. Okay. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because basically he was reenacting a thing from the Hill Street Blues. Yeah, Hill, like geography. Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah. Yeah, we love it. We love that one. We can't get enough of it. Nick.
Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? Because he was an animaniac.
Yes,
You
Elkie.
only get that joke if you were a kid in the 90s.
Ah. Unfortunately, I missed
Right,
that.
why did the geographer get stopped by the copper? Because he was holding on to the Delta variant.
Tim.
When the geographer was giving directions, why was he stopped by the copper? Because that's what we have Google Maps for.
Uh-huh. Why was the geographer stopped by the copper? For exposing his Filipinas. Why not? Right, try to turn countries into words. Right.
We're
Anyone
gonna
else?
get hate mail now from the Filipinos.
Right. Okay. Anyone else? And scene on that penis joke. Right. Unless you'd got one. Okay, so next up, we're going to play something else. We're going to have a game of movie director. So I will be playing the role of a movie director, and three of you will be playing the roles of the stars of this movie, and you're going to do the most pivotal, big action, exciting scene, and then I will call cut and give you a new direction of how I want you to do it. So let's see who's going to do this. We are going to have Marty, we're going to have Ruth C, and we are going to have Elkie. So let's put you on spotlight here. Here we see Marty, here we see Ruth C, and here we see Elkie. And let's see what your film is going to be titled. Audience, could you suggest for us something exciting, please? Something exciting. Now, let's have a quick look here. Your movie is The Littlest Boxer. The Littlest Boxer. So that is this big movie, summer blockbuster. You're going to do the pivotal scene from the middle, and action.
We've got to take him out. We've got to take him out. He's got to win this one.
Oh, no, I can still fight. I can still fight. Don't take me out.
Just make sure you stand on your tippy toes so you're tall enough.
No, I'm on my tippy toes. I'm actually growing my toenails 3 inches.
Oh,
Oh, let him fight. He's going to be killed if he goes out there now.
we should have bought those platform shoes. I told you we should have bought those.
I know.
You think my height is the least of my problems? I have pterodactyl arms. Not pterodactyl, T-Rex. That's the dinosaur.
Just bite them on the kneecaps.
Yes, and pummel them in the tummy button.
Yeah, who cares if it's illegal? Just do it.
Well, I should care because then I'll be disqualified and then I won't win the fight.
Well, they won't. You'll never know.
Cut. Guys, look, I love this scene, but we need to give it like another take, just because we can't hit like the perfect take first time. We won't be able to justify the budget. So what I'm going to say is, this time, could you do the scene again, but could you do it as if you're trying to edge one of the performers out of the scene so it can become a two-hander? You know which one you want out. Action.
We can't let him fight. We can't let him fight. He's so tiny. We can't even see him.
Oh, you want to say that to my face? You can see me.
Do you hear something? I thought I heard something, but I'm not real sure.
No.
You won't hear me, but you feel it.
There's nothing but there's lots of insects that are biting my ankles now. They're just insects.
Gosh, let me go get the raid and spray it in here so we can kill these insects.
Good plan. I've been having such problems with my legs recently. I think I've just overdone it walking and running too much.
Cut. Look, guys, we've got you all in this, so like, there's no point trying to edge someone out. That was a test, right? Okay. Now, can we do this? Can we do this again? But can we we want to show your range so that we've got a lot to show for the trailer. So try to show every emotion in this scene this time. Same scene, but try to get every emotion in your range in it. Action.
It's so sad and funny as well.
You've got to win this boxing match, or else we'll lose the house. Oh.
My pants.
I'm choking under the extreme fear of him being boxed out.
You get in there and you win. You do anything you can to win.
Oh, my darling, he's going to do it. I know he is. But first, kiss me.
Oh my God, he's such a little boxer. He's so such a cute little.
Oh, he's so cute. He's so lovely little boy.
Cut. Right. I think that was like we've got some stuff for the trailer, but obviously we can't use that in the final film. But like what I was thinking is that we want to like get nominated for Oscars and stuff, and I just like could you try to make this a bit more like a bit Harold Pinter like? Let's put in like lots of dramatic pauses. Let's kind of make it a play where it's not really about too much, but we think it looks natural. Action.
Boxing is my life.
We've come this far. We can go all the way.
So feel torn.
Yes. I feel powerful. I feel
Yes.
10 feet tall.
Yes, you do. And you are, because the inner you is the outer you.
Yes. Can you pick me up and put me over the
Absolutely.
rope?
Now get in there and win. Win.
And scene! Well done, well done. Okay, so now for our other performers, we are going to have a game of number of words. Number of words. So you can perform a scene where you have a set number of words where you can only say lines of dialogue there, and that number of words, no more, no less. Nick, are you still with us? Which I say
Yeah,
as if I'm
sorry.
speaking into an earpiece, which I do not own. Okay, so Tim, Ruth, and Nick. Here we see Tim. Here we see Ruth. And here we see Nick. Now, you're going to perform a scene, and your scenario is... oh, hang on. We've got a joke that I didn't read earlier, so let's just read it. Colin says... have you heard about the old geography teacher who kept wetting his bed? His only weakness was incontinence. That's really good. That is really good. Okay, so... oh, hang on. Was there another one? Oh, okay, we've got two versions of the same joke. Okay, so you're going to a masquerade party. God, I really can't speak with this tooth thing. Masquerade party. Right, you're at a masquerade party. Tim, every line of dialogue you say has to be 4 words long, no more, no less. Nick, every sentence you say has to be 3 words long, no more, no less. Ruth, every sentence is going to be 2 words long, no more, no less. And here you go.
Quite the day.
Great party, Jim.
Thanks, Bob.
My mask.
It's so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Have
You're
you
welcome,
ever,
sis.
It's vintage.
One can see.
have you ever
Thought about investing?
eaten bacon bits?
Ew, gross.
Good party topic.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Will do.
Mike?
It's delish.
Speak louder.
Tastes delish.
Cheese ball? Jim?
Yes. For later.
I'm cheesy?
The cheesiest,
Sorry.
baby.
Cheesy, but really funny.
Funny is good.
Let's drink.
A toast to us.
To life.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Good health.
Good friends.
It's bitter.
That was nasty.
And tart.
Not alcoholic.
One good thing. Water.
Is what? Is what?
Thank you for
Water.
Okay. Drink.
cheers to friendship.
And scene! Well done, well done. So now we're going to have a couple of rounds of every sentence must. We're going to have a couple of rounds of every sentence must. And the way this works is, I guess there'll be 2, 4, 6, 7 of us. So there'll be a 3 and a 4, where every line of dialogue must include a word from a particular category in it. So, for example, if every sentence must include the name of a food, you could say something like, I want to eat some chips, but the idea is you want to use the names of foods creatively to say something more like, you have a chip on your shoulder, where have you been, and this is my Apple iPhone, and so on and so forth. So let's see who's going to be in this one. We'll start with the three-hander, and we are going to have Tim, we're going to have myself, and we are going to have Elkie. So Tim, myself, and Elkie. So here we see Tim, here we see myself, and here we see Elkie. So let's have a look what our scenario is going to be about. Okay, so our scenario is about a helicopter ride across the Grand Canyon. A helicopter ride across the Grand Canyon. So something non-helicopter or flight related, I guess. A category from our fellow performers, please. A category from
Colors.
I beg your pardon?
Colors.
Colours is too narrow. There's very few that you can do with that.
Article of clothing.
Okay, names of clothing. Names of articles of clothing. Every line of dialogue must include the name of an article of clothing. We are on a helicopter ride across the Grand Canyon, and here we go.
Oh man, my hat almost flew off.
Oh, I thought you read the manual about how to fly this thing.
Well, keep your hoodies on because we just want to make sure that we're going to be flying through a little bit of a cloud cover right now.
Alright. Listen, Poncho, you need to stop with the waving of the hands. You're making me nervous.
Look, don't worry, Elkie. We're going to be all white, I promise you.
This is my long-sleeved t-shirt that helps us stay propelled up. So if I don't, then we might fall.
Right. I'm not going to skirt around the issue. I don't think you are qualified, sir.
Oh, wait, we
to
weren't
fly
doing
this.
colours. I've been saying colours.
After you rejected it.
I'm on medication, guys. Look, guys, put a sock in it a moment, okay? Put a sock in it, okay?
No, I'm telling you, I just said that. I'm not skirting around the issue anymore. I told you this guy is not qualified to fly this plane.
Look.
I'm actually just here to collect all the loose change from your pants. We're going to do a flip. Whoa! Wow, you guys don't...
If you're going to keep doing that in a minute, I'm going to be legging it, okay?
I can't stop panting right now.
Don't
Stop
be
that.
so
Don't do
green.
that. Are we on colors again?
Look, all that spinning is making me feel a bit nauseous. I'm going to need a bowler.
We're going over there.
Here, use this
You know
hat.
what that means? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's yours. Hey, oh man, can we put a sheet over it? It's, David, I told you this guy is 3 sheets to the wind. He is not qualified to fly this
Well,
helicopter.
but we need someone else here. We could get our friend Sasha.
Listen, just because I don't have a polo T-shirt doesn't mean I'm not uniformed. I'm trained in this.
Concerned. Nobody's concerned with your attire. We're concerned with you not looking where you're going.
I look where I'm going. I'm so careful. I double knot my shoes.
David, I'm gonna grab a parachute and I'm gonna hightail it out of here by the skin of my pants right now.
Okay. The only problem is that the parachutes were packed by Lacey, and so I wouldn't know if they could be trusted.
No.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I brought the inflatable vests.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab something. You know what? This vest is not inflatable, but it looks like it will carry me through.
Okay, or we could take control of the aircraft. Look, I used to be a boxer, so I could knock him out and then take control of the stick.
All right. You give him his panties a wedgie and distract him. All right.
Yeah, I glove when you talk about panties and wedges.
Just do it.
Right. Okay.
Label. It has no effect on him.
But
This guy, I'm telling you. Turn it
No
up.
effect.
and scene. Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff. Now let's get the.
I'm sorry, Tim, were you the propeller?
I was trying to use my hand as a propeller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here we see Ruth, Nick, and
I got
Marty.
dizzy at the end.
So, audience, could you give us some suggestions of famous characters, please? Some well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. We'll use it for our finale game coming up next. But for now, you guys are... You are eating tripe for the first time, as suggested by Dawna. You are eating tripe for the first time. Oh, sorry, Ruth, I forgot you're a vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian too.
Both Ruths are vegetarian. Okay,
Yeah.
let's change what this is then. You're eating.
We're
You're
actors, are we not?
yeah, but like to be honest, tripe. Now, okay, you are eating. Elk
You're
is
not
right.
wrong.
You're eating dolphin for the first time. No, I'm joking. Right, you are at an engagement party. You're at an engagement party where you're eating tripe for the first time. Now, let's see. We're going to say that every sentence must include the name of a book. Every sentence must include the name of a book. And here you go.
When I came here, I had pride. I had so much pride, but I was so prejudiced against the bride that I was like, okay, I'll give her a shot.
You know what? You should have just gone with the wind, because the smell of that tripe is. Ugh.
I don't see the connection between the two. It doesn't make any sense and sensibility.
I mean, look, we know when Casey was on the bat for the first time, we knew it was going to be amazing. But now I'm like, yeah, it's their third time trying to get married, and, oh, you all know the rest.
There's no recovery from eating tripe at a wedding.
The thing is,
Or
between you and me, our mutual friend has really gone overboard on this now.
Do we want to go to the restaurant at the end of the galaxy after this to get some real food? Like some salads or something? Because we're all vegetarian at this table, and they keep on insisting on feeding us tripe.
Well, all I know is that smell is strong enough to kill a mockingbird.
someone keeps telling me that it's vegan tripe. I feel like I'm getting gaslight.
Look,
You
if
know,
they tell you see it, tribe, that's really a sucker's bet.
When
I
they
think
told you that, did they use the Da Vinci Code?
no, it was just a tale of two cities coming together in one marriage.
They basically said, "You eat this. This will be your last holiday."
Hey, hey, Alice, thank you for inviting us to your wedding. I hope that your honeymoon just takes you to Wonderland.
Well, that smell is just really overwhelming. I wish they would push that tribe to 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Definitely,
I
yeah.
feel like they should give us mints as a memento or something of this party.
The thing is, with all that tribe, there's just too much blood. It's just a blood wedding, it really is.
Do you think the bride and the groom will, after their ceremony, they will eat, pray, and love?
Yeah.
And scene. Well done. Well done.
I was going to kill a mockingbird, but
There we go. So now we're going to come on to what will be our finale game, audience. So for our finale game, we are going to do some extreme monologues. Each of us will get an opportunity to perform a monologue where we're not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. If we repeat any words, then we go wrong. If we hesitate, which we count as an extended pause, or say a non-word like or then we've gone wrong. If we notice that anyone else has gone wrong, call out freeze. If you correctly identify that a rule has been broken, then that will be the end of the monologue. If any of us make it to 60 seconds, then either they will be the winner, or if there's more than one of them, they will have a finale round against each other. So let's roll a dice to see who will go first. And it will be Marty. So, let's have a look. Marty, would you like a fictional character or a real person?
Real person.
Okay. You are Eleanor Roosevelt as an air hostess. Eleanor Roosevelt as an air hostess. And you're not allowed to repeat any words. You're not allowed to hesitate. If anyone notices that Marty breaks these rules, call out freeze. Here you go.
Would you like coffee, tea, or milk? Why, yes, I am Eleanor Roosevelt. FDR kept cheating on me, so had to get a job. Flying is a great adventure.
Freeze. What's the challenge?
A.
Yes, I think we had a
Said A.
earlier. 32 seconds, excellent time. 32 seconds. To go next, we are going to have Elkie. Elkie, let's find a character for you. Would you like a fictional character or a real person?
Oh, I like this. We get a choice now. I will go fictional.
Fictional character. So, let's see who you are. You are going to be... you are Grandma Simpson, and you're bored. You are Grandma Simpson, and you are bored. And here you go.
I'm Grandma Simpson, and I am.
Stop.
Freeze.
Freeze.
What was that? What was the challenge?
You said am twice.
No, I did not.
No, she didn't.
It was I'm.
I did not.
Right, incorrect
I
challenge.
made this clear.
Right,
Yes,
incorrect challenge. All of the words Elkie has said do carry over, and continue.
TV, television, games, PlayStation. What? Do nothing. Lazy. Yeah.
Freeze. Nick, what was the challenge?
Hesitation.
Hesitation. You
I
should.
stopped. I said
You should have
I'm
kept
done.
going. You were 4 seconds away from victory. Right,
I
56 seconds.
I said
I was
I said
Oh, okay. Well, then you called it on
Oh,
yourself.
sorry.
56 seconds
I called
before anyone
myself.
called. Right, so let's have a look to see who will go next. Next up will be Tim. Would you like a fictional character or a real person?
I do a real person, please.
Okay, you are Madonna, who I believe once was a real person, and you were teaching sex ed. You are Madonna, you were teaching sex
Which
education,
Totally
and here
makes sense.
you go.
When you talk to friends, make sure to allow for problems. Like,
Freeze, what's the challenge?
repetition of 2.
Oh, there was 2 twos. Right.
so, okay.
Don't worry, a very good 19 seconds. So, let's
Yeah.
roll the dice to see who'll go next. Next up will be Nick. Would you like a fictional character or a real person?
Fictional character.
Okay. Could you please be Lawrence Talbot, aka the Wolfman? So you were Lawrence Talbot, and you had fun once, and it was awful. Okay, so you were Lawrence Talbot, you had fun once, and it was awful. And here you go.
Hello, my name is Lawrence Talbot the Third, and I had fun exactly one time. Let me tell you about it. It was the worst.
It's a repetition of it. Let me tell you about it. It was a trap at 21 seconds. So let's see who's going to go next. It will be Ruth O. So would you like a fictional character or a real person?
Fictional character.
Okay, you are Tom Hanks. Oh no, sorry, you said fictional. Right, okay, you are Mickey Mouse auctioning off things in the Disney store. You are Mickey Mouse auctioning off things in the Disney store. And you are Mickey Mouse, and here you go.
Oh, it's auction time. We have items here for everyone. First up, Britney Spears. How much? She comes with children and husband. Do I hear $5?
Freeze. Repetition of I. Yeah, I'll take the word on that. 29 seconds. 29 seconds. Hands up if you have not had a go yet, guys. Hands up if you've not had a go yet. I haven't, and Ruth hasn't. Is that it? Okay, so let's see who will go next. Next up will be me. Can someone suggest a character for me?
Real or fake?
Ooh, that's a good one. Surprise me. I don't mind.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I had Samuel L. Jackson doing what?
Mowing the lawn.
Okay, mowing the lawn is what I could hear. Right, so Samuel Jackson mowing the lawn. And here I go. Now, listen, everyone. These goddamn mother beeping snakes on my grass. Mowing the lawn. Someone called me, did they? Heard a voice, not sure, keep going. Look at this time flying by. So, here's a lesson for you all. Because, yeah, go on.
Wasn't there a so right at the beginning?
Definitely, I say it all the time. Right, 29 seconds. 29 seconds. Right, okay, so that leaves us with Ruth. Would you like a fictional character or a real person?
Oh, give me a fictional character, please.
Okay. You are Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and oh my god, you want to save the clock tower. Well, I love that. That's a combination of two suggestions together, and they fit. So you're Marty McFly, you want to save the clock tower, and here you go.
Doc! Why put me here again? Clock tower strikes fear in my heart. Biff coming towards the car. Can't get speed up. Going slow. Help.
Freeze.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
Hesitation.
I'm not sure. So Ruth, I think your sound went like, I think there was a drawn out word. So I'm willing to say yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to say that the sound went a little bit dodgy, but I could see that you were visually still speaking. So all of what Ruth has said still carries over. Continue.
My mother.
Freeze
Fancy.
my.
Freeze, repetition of my.
Why? Yeah, you said it way earlier.
I'm going to take your word on
You
it.
said me. Yeah, you said me. You said my. I was clocking it all. Girl.
Okay, so has everyone had a go there? Marty, have you had a go?
Yes.
Oh, in that case, Elkie, it means you win. You are today's Extreme Improv Xstreamed champion. Well done. Well done. So, audience, put any final thoughts or comments into the comment section. Let's find out where we can find everyone on social media. Once again, we're going to come first to Tim, who can tell us a little bit about what he's got going on today and remind everyone where the links are so they can donate.
Yeah, thanks. The links are in the chat, and they should be shared in all the various social media channels. Thanks, David. It's to the Vermont Community Foundation, and we have one more hour of improv on a response on my page. If you look at the Tiffany Killay page, there's going to be an event live stream. It's also send me a message if you don't get it, but let's get you in to watch some good improv like you just saw. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Rutho, where can the people find you?
You can find me sometimes here, and you can find me on social media. If you find me on Instagram, please tell me that that you found me on this venue. Otherwise, I'll think you're just a weirdo.
Makes sense. Might be true. Both may be true. Okay, Nick.
Hey, how you guys doing? I can be found on Twitter at NSTEV. Also, I can be found on Extreme Improv, the Cartoonia Jam, and this weekend, I can be found at 8:35 doing Andy Abramson's extravaganza with the Cartoonia Jam. And yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome stuff. Where can we find you, Marty?
You can find me on Instagram at WhatWoulDJesusGlue, and you can find me here on Extreme.
Fabuloso. Ruth C, where can the people find you?
You can find me right here. Sometimes you can find me walking my dog, who was just barking then while I had myself on mute. I am also on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts. I'm various other places, but I try and be here as many times as I can. And do go to vermontcf.org/give to flood relief.
Fabulous stuff. My name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky, spelled Pustansky. You can also get the various books that I've released on Amazon. Do check them out. Our winner today, Elkie. Where can the people find you?
Find me on all platforms at LKTV, ELKE-TV. I don't know if they can see it. I'm looking at the screen. I don't think they can see it, but it's there underneath me.
Awesome stuff. So, audience, I'll also remind you once again, I've shared in the comments where you can find the fundraising website. But also do check out all of our YouTube channels, Geek Battle Gaming, Slam Jam, Jet Lags, and of course Extreme Improv. Smash that subscribe button. Do check out extreme.tv for lots of podcasts, videos, articles, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And with that, from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, and ciao for now. Boom, we're off the air. Great show, everyone.
two.